welcome to VR Chiggles. Welcome everyone. Today we are going to deep dive into a very interesting chapter, that is Introduction to Trigonometry. So many of the students, they always feel difficult on this chapter, but I can tell you proudly and I can tell you frankly that trigonometry is the best chapter and a very easy scoring chapter. As you heard true, this is very easy. If you know the main concepts and the main formulae in this chapter, it's very easy to understand and to apply the concepts that you have learned. So I want to just make it very easy. I want to just categorize this trigonometry into three parts. Okay, before dividing it into three parts, I want to tell you one thing. Trigonometry is completely based on a right angled triangle. Okay, it is not for any other acute or obtuse or any scalene or any kind of triangles. It is completely for a right angled triangle. That's one you have to please note it. Trigonometry is completely based on a right angled triangle. So if it is a right angled triangle, automatically we will be having a base, we will be having a height and also an hypotenuse. Yes. So for this kind of right angle triangle only, we apply the trigonometry concepts and the formula. Yes. So trigonometry is completely for a right angle triangle. So if I take a right angle triangle ABC, okay. So I'm taking a right angle triangle ABC and this will be 90 degrees because it is a right angle triangle. And this is my angle theta. Okay, if I take this angle theta, so I have some important terms which need to be learned in trigonometry. Those are sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, cosecant theta. Okay, these are the ratios of trigonometry. These are the terms that we use, or not ratios, these are the terms that we use in the trigonometry. Sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. These are the important terms. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms are there. Okay, so what is sine? Sine is all about opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay, cos is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan is the proportion of sine and cos. It is the proportion of sine by cos. So automatically this hypotenuse will get cancelled. So it is opposite by adjacent. Cot is the inverse of tan. Hence, we get it as adjacent by opposite. Secant is the inverse of cos. So, it will be hypotenuse divided by adjacent. Cosec is the inverse of sine. So, the ratio is hypotenuse by opposite. So, all these ratios, we call them as trigonometric ratios. Okay, we are calling them as trigonometric ratios. So how to remember them? That is the main question, right? Very easy. See, if you remember just sine and cos, it's enough. So for a right angle triangle, if this is my angle theta, the exact opposite side is this. Okay, and the exact immediate side will be the adjacent and this will be the hypotenuse. Okay, so just remember the sine theta as opposite by hypotenuse and cos as adjacent by hypotenuse. If you remember these two terms, tan is nothing but sine divided by cos. So you can do division and you can get opposite by adjacent. And cot is nothing but the inverse of tan. And secant is nothing but the inverse of cos. And cosecant is the inverse of sine. So take 5 minutes to remember the terms and the relationship between them. Okay. Tan has a relation of sine and cos. Cot also has a relation of sine and cos. How can you say that cot has relation of sine and cos? Because it is nothing but 1 by tan. Nothing but tan is nothing but 1 by sine by cos. So automatically we will get cos by sine. So tan and cot have a relationship of sine and cos, and secant has a relationship of only cos because it is the inverse of cos, and cosecant has a relationship of sine because it is the inverse of sine. These are called the trigonometric ratios, the very first important topic, okay, of trigonometry. Let us move to the next part, that is trigonometric angles. Okay, yeah. So this theta, that just now we have taken a right angle triangle, right? So if it is my A, B and C, and this is my theta, so this theta has an angle, right? The sum of three angles of a right angle triangle is also 180 degrees. So if this is 90, this theta must have a value. So this value, in terms of trigonometric terms, we have a tabular column, which is very important. I want to make it very easy. So we have what terms we have? Sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec. I'm putting theta because it is the angle that we have taken here. Done. And the degrees, the angles that we mentioned are, the angle might be 0 degrees, the angle might be 30 degrees, and the angle might be 45 degrees or 60 degrees or 90 degrees. Okay, it might be either 0, 30, 45, 60 or 90. So if you just remember sine theta only, you can get all the values of the remaining trigonometric terms. Sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 is 1. So these are the values of sine. Just remember only the first sine terms and the values only. The cos will be exactly the reverse of the sine. Come reverse. Cos 0 is nothing but sine 90. That is 1. Just I am writing the reverse values. Okay. Coming backwards. 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. 1 by 2, 0. And what is tan? Nothing but sine divided by cos. So just divide 0 by 1 is 0. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 2 cancels. So 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 cancel 1. 2 cancel root 3. 1 by 0 means infinity. What is cot? Inverse of tan. So do 1 by 0 means infinity. 1 by root 3 becomes root 3. 1 by 1 is 1 and 1 by root 3, and this is also infinity because 1 by infinity is nothing but infinity only. What is cosecant? Cosecant is nothing but the inverse of sine, 1 by sine. Now do 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is also infinity, and 1 by 2 becomes 2. 1 divided by 1 by root 2 becomes root 2, and 1 divided by root 3 by 2 becomes 2 by root 3, and 1 by 1 is 1. Okay, and what is secant? Secant is nothing but the inverse of cos. So 1 by 1 is 1. 1 by root 3 by 2 becomes 2 by root 3. 1 by root 2 becomes root 2. And 1 by 2 becomes 2. And 1 by 0 is infinity. So if you just remember the sine theta values of 0 degree, 30, 45, 60 and 90, you can get the table column in just 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so try to remember the first terms, and as you keep on doing the problems, you will easily remember all the other values of this trigonometric terms. Done. So coming to the next part, those are the trigonometric identities. Okay, there are only three trigonometric identities in this chapter. Those are sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the first trigonometric identity, and the second one is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And third one is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So these are the three trigonometric identities we have. So overall, in this introduction to trigonometry, we have three important formula. The first is trigonometric ratios. Okay, the first is trigonometric ratios that we have studied just now, the opposite by adjacent, those kind of things. And the second one is trigonometric angles, that just now we saw the table column and how to remember also I told you. And the last one is trigonometric identities. So these three formula we use based upon the type of questions. If you see the values, okay, if you see the values of a triangle uh, or any kind of figures like this and giving you AB is 3, BC is 4 like that, always go with the trigonometric ratios only and solve the problem. And if you see kind of angles like sine 30 degrees, sine 60 degrees, if they mention you angles, choose the angle column, trigonometric angles. And if not, if they ask you any proof or methods, then you need to use your trigonometric identities based upon the type of questions. So let us move to the 1 mark questions, MCQs, most probably asked questions in the previous papers, and solve them. Yes, here in this question it is given that there is a triangle ABC. Okay, and yes, ABC triangle is there. It's a right angle triangle at B. Okay, and AB. So they told that it is right angle at B. So you have to draw 90 degrees angle at B point only. And they told AB is 24 centimeters and BC is 7 centimeters, and you have to find out the value of tan C. So we have to find out tan C. We know, I told you already, if you see the values of a given triangle in the figure, always go with the trigonometric ratios. And you all know that tan C is nothing but opposite by adjacent. Yes. So, but we don't know the hypotenuse over here. And I think we no need to find out hypotenuse because tan C is nothing but opposite by adjacent. It's 24 is the opposite side and adjacent is 7. It's a direct question. The B is the answer. Yes. The sine 30 degrees plus cos 60 degrees minus sine 60 plus cos 30 is equal to how much? Direct question. We have to use the trigonometric angle, the table column. So what is sine 30? Sine 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 60 is what? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Just reverse, right? We go in a backward direction in the table. Yes. Minus sine 60 will be root 3 by 2 and cos 30 will be also root 3 by 2. Yes. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1 minus root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3 divided by 2. 2 to cancel and the answer is 1 minus root 3, that is C is the option. Yes. The value of tan 60 by cot 30. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3 and cot 30 is also root 3. So root 3 cancel, the answer is 1. So 1 minus cos square A is equal to. So whenever you see squares, choose your identities. Okay, don't get confused with the ratios and angles. When you see square, automatically your mind has to go to the trigonometric identities. Sine square A plus cos square A equal to 1. So sine square A will be is equals to, when plus cos square A goes to the right hand side, it becomes minus cos square A. So 1 minus cos square A is sin square A. So A is the option. Yes, if cos x is equals to 2 by 3, then tan x is equal to. I always give a small suggestion to all the students that whenever you see the values like 2 by 3 or a by b, some values if they are giving in kind of ratios, ratio is nothing but like 2 by 3, a by b, these are all ratios only, right? So they are giving in ratios, use trigonometric ratios only. Okay, so when you see this kind of numbers, the values, use all only the trigonometric ratios and it will be easy for you. So take a right angle triangle now. So I'm going to take a right angle triangle here and they told that cos x. So I'm taking this as 90 and if it is my x, okay. So if it is my x, cos x is what? 2 by 3. So cos means what? It is adjacent by hypotenuse, right? So adjacent is 2 and hypotenuse is 3 and we don't know what is this. What is the height? We don't know. Okay, so height, so this is a hypotenuse. We all know that by Pythagoras theorem that hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus height square. This is the formula. Okay, so hypotenuse square is 3 square is equals to 2 square plus, I don't know this, just I'm assuming it as a plus a square. Okay, 9 is equals to 4 plus a square. So a square is equals to 9 minus 4, 5 and a is equals to root 5. So we got a value as root 5, the height as root 5. Now what is tan x? Tan x is nothing but opposite by adjacent. So what is opposite here? Root 5. Root 5 divided by 2. So B is the option. Coming to the next question, if cos x is equals to a by b. So the same triangle I am going to take it again. So this is 90 and this is again x. They are telling a by b. So this is a and the hypotenuse is b. So as by the Pythagoras theorem, again how it works out. So b square is equals to a square plus, let me assume it as x. Okay, x square. Okay, so yes, so x is equals to root of b square minus a square. So this x value is root of b square minus a square. Done. So we want sin x. What is sin x? Sin x is something but opposite side. What is opposite side here? Root this one, x only. So root of b square minus a square divided by hypotenuse is b. So C is the option. The value of sin 60. So direct question. See, you have to just substitute the values of sin 60 cos 30. Yes, what is sin 60? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 is also root 3 by 2. Yeah. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is also 1 by 2. So root 3 into root 3 is 3 by 2 plus, sorry, 2 into 2, 4, right? 3 by 4. 1 into 1, 1. 2 into 2, 4. 4 by 4 is the answer. That is 1. So B option is the right answer. 2 tan 30 degrees divided by 1 plus tan 230 degrees. Sorry, this is not tan 230. This is tan square 30. Okay. 2 into, so what is tan 30 degrees? So if you don't know, remember sin 30. Sin 30 is what? 1 by 2. Okay, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. So it will be 2 to cancel 1 by root 3. If you don't remember tan, just remember the sign, immediately go with the cos and then divide and get your number. So what is tan 30? 1 by root 3. So 1, yeah. So 1 divided by root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 by root 3 whole square. So 2 by root 3 divided by, so 1 plus 1 by 3, that will be equal to 2 by root 3 divided by 4 by 3. So I'm just bringing out to the numerator 2 by root 3 into 3 by 4. 2 ones are, 2 twos are, root 3 ones are, root 3's are. Yes, root 3 into root 3 is 3 only, no? So root 3's are will be 3. That's what I did here. Yes, the answer is root 3 by 2. So which value is root 3 by 2 here? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Yes, the A is the right answer. Yes, sine 2a is equal to 2 sine a is true when a is the direct question. Okay, don't worry. So what is this a, all this? See, there is only one value in the trigonometric angles of sine which will be equal for any kind of a question, that is sine 0 is 0. So what, only if you put 0 only, this will become 0, and if I put 0 here also it will become 0. Then only this both LHS and RHS will be equal. Other than that, if I put any number like 30 degrees or 60 degrees, it won't be equal. Okay, so only when you put 0 only, the both sides might become equal. So hence always go with the 0 degrees when you see this kind of questions. Okay, let us see the next question. The value of sine 45 is what? 1 by root 2, and cos 45 is also 1 by root 2, that is 2 by root 2. So root, as I told you already, just cancel it like this. Root 2 ones are root 2, root 2s are. So B is the answer. Yeah. If sin A plus sin 2A equal to 1, then the value of the expression cos square A plus cos power 4A. This is cos square A plus cos power 4A is what? So yes, this is sine square A, okay, not sine 2A. So they have given that sine A plus sine square A is equals to 1. Whenever you see squares, try to use your identities, okay. Even here also they're asking cos square and cos power 4. So in order to be in squares, so we have only trigonometric identities that can be useful for us here. So what I'm going to do here is, I want everything in terms of cos. So I have one identity with relationship of both the terms sine square and cos square, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So what is cos square now? Cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sine square theta. So I'm just substituting, okay, the sine square in the terms of cos square. So sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So sine A is equals to 1 minus sine square A. Yes. Now what is sine A is equals to, what is 1 minus sine square A? Cos square theta. That is cos square A. Okay, done. Now here another sign is there. How can I convert this sign now? Let me square on both sides again. If I square on both sides, again it will become square, and I can again change this sine square A in terms of cos. So when I square it on both sides, I will get sine square A is equals to cos square A. So what is sine square A again? 1 minus cos square A. This is also squaring on both sides, right? Sorry. Cos square A is equals to cos power 4A, 2 into 2, okay? 4A, 1 minus cos square A. So cos power 4A, this minus cos square A I'm sending here, becomes cos square A will be equal to 1. That is what the question is being asked. So the value is 1. Here is another question. The value of the expression sine power 66, sorry, sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta is equal to 3 sine square theta plus cos square theta. So we have to find out the value of sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta plus 3 sine square theta into cos square theta. So whenever you see this kind of equation, immediately you have to quote your algebraic formula. Those is that is a plus b whole cube. It is in the form of a plus b whole cubed. The formula is a cube plus b cubed plus 3ab into a plus b. Okay. So how can we do this? So we have an identity, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this identity and I'm going to cube it on both sides. Okay, cube it on both sides. So when I cube it on both sides, then I can use my this a plus b whole cube formula. Let us use this. So sine power 6 theta. So sine square into cube, sine square power cube will be automatically 3 2s are 6. So I'm writing directly plus cos power 6 theta. So again, sine square whole cubed plus cos square whole cubed. Square is 2, cubed is 3. 2 into 3, so I got 6 here as my power. Sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta plus 3ab is sine square theta into cos square theta into a plus b sine square theta plus cos square theta. What is sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Yes. Now sine, this is equal to 1 cubed is 1. Yes. So, yes, we got the answer right. Sine power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta plus 3 sine square theta into cos square theta is equal to 1. So, D is the option. So in this MCQs of trigonometry, so mostly they will ask you on trigonometric ratios only or directed trigonometric angle questions or sometimes this kind of trigonometry identity questions. Other than that, most of the times they might not ask that much difficult. So be very much prepared and learn that these three important terms very carefully and try to remember and try to memorize them and try to use them accordingly based on the types of question. All right. In the next video, we are going to solve very important and often asked questions from this chapter of 2, 3 and 4 marks. So please watch even that video carefully. And before going to watch my next video, please watch this video full and try to prepare thoroughly all the concepts and come and sit before the next video. Thank you.